Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of New Tales from the Borderlands. Last episode, we were basically losing some folks, losing some friends. We got out with Anu, we found Anu, picked her up, and basically we all three guys, girls, people, robot, guy, the group essentially tried to get to the bridge because we needed to stop Susan. We're now confronting Susan. Susan's kind of doing something here with the red crystal. And yeah, we're kind of at the very, 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 very final part of this episode 5, I think. It seems like it, because Susan is the big villain in this game, so we're going to confront her and then deal with whatever consequences it is. So yeah, we lost Louis, we lost Louis, we lost Stapleface, which is this lady psychopath we saw at the beginning of the game. And then we never saw her until now again, so that's probably what it was. And yeah, we're just gonna quickly get through it. I want to finish this up already, so finish this series up, I guess.
Give it a minute.
Can't we just take that while it was going down there? Anu, take the thing! What the frick? Why didn't we oh my god. Why didn't we grab it when it was literally... Where's it hitting? What did it blast? Oh, all four options are the same options.
Holy shit.
Is Promethea gone?
No!
Did Promethea just die? What the heck happened?
Congratulations, Dr. Dar. You were right. Your invention has changed the world.
They're dead,
They're
isn't
all
it?
Dead.
Yeah.
Not all. Some are just mortally wounded, but yes, they'll all die quite soon. Ooh, let's check on them.
No.
Breaking news. Now.
How can they break in
The
news?
harm ray. A mysterious blast that's hit our planet, causing Prometheans to die everywhere.
Wait, why isn't she affected?
More so than usual. Others, like this reporter, endure excruciating pain before the sweet, sweet release of death.
Huh. I suppose there's one way you can still save them.
Shard.
The healing shard in that ticker of yours.
I hate
You
this scene
can't
already.
cut that thing out of her, even if you wanted to.
She has to pull it out herself.
True, I can't get it out of you for my weapon, so I'll just have you in my weapon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she can open up the thing to make her go in there. Why are you standing there? I'm confused by this. Yeah, if we can't use the crystal, we'll use her body. I hate this so very much.
Let her go!
Why didn't you two help her when she was over there? What is that?
And abandon the fine people of Promethea? Never! No, I don't think she wants that either.
She's right. It's my fault.
You don't let her do this. We can't let Susan win.
Isn't that a
There's
bad
gotta be
idea
another
though?
way.
To
Hunt in that
combine the
big brain of yours.
crystals?
Don't give her what she wants. I don't know this techno-computer stuff, but that sparking core doesn't look healthy.
Will the weapons core incinerate you? Yes. But think of it as your generous donation toward the healing of Promethea, whose life is worth more. Yours or an entire planet's.
Fulfill your promise. Allow yourself to merge.
I think that's gonna be...
Reunite my other half in
Yeah.
your body. You can defy those who resist.
I can absorb the other shot in the device.
A
Yeah,
power well earned. You and I have communed deeply.
true.
What will happen to me?
Our combined consciousness will overwhelm your corporeal form. The personality known as Anu will crumble, as well as anything anyone would call your humanity.
Oh,
Total death of the individual.
but her body will be
But-
used.
With that incredible power, you'll restore the planet destroy the egomaniac, end the pointless corporate war, and eradicate violence for good.
True.
I believe that is what your soul has always wanted.
True. He's willing to
Anu,
accept it.
Don't talk. Just listen. I know that shard's got crazy magical healing and the ultimate power to stop Susan, but just this giant weapon is modeled after your device, right? If anyone can find a weak spot, it's you. You've got your engineering smarts. I've got street smarts. We could destroy the device together. We can figure out something, right? Right?
No.
What about healing Promethea?
Yeah, you're not healing it without this weapon.
You don't have to take on the suffering of the universe. You can trade it for a few more moments on the spaceship. I don't want to lose you to that thing.
Well, you're gonna have to accept it because this fate is now closed off.
You know what should be done.
Forget the shoulds. Your life affects our life.
No, it
Next
doesn't.
to a planet. 1 life, 2, 3 lives. Or nothing.
Yeah, it's better to sacrifice. I'm not gonna let it because I don't want her to be selfish. Because her character isn't selfish to begin with.
What is going on?
You're not getting anything out of this,
No.
Susan. Oh wow, that thing got bigger.
Integration.
Oh wow, that's a really cool cosmic looking creature person. Oh?
Wait a minute, wait!
What did they do?
Think this through. You can't handle those shards alone. You need me.
I don't.
Francine, the next words you say will be the last thing Susan hears.
Wait! Already? Crap! I thought I'd have more time to think before.
That will do.
Oh, too late. Goodbye.
Whoa!
Holy.
And now to heal the world.
We are not holy. We are complete.
Anahatium Anu? Okay.
Sis, you okay?
We're about to say goodbye.
Anu?
The one known as Anu no longer. Faint impulses of the individual. There was a covenant.
She formed you to save Promethea.
Yeah.
Indeed. As promised, we shall fulfill our deep desires. No more animal testing.
Oh? Just releasing them randomly. Okay, so random.
Susan, hey, just checking to see if you're, I'm getting calls from the other corporations. They're all kind of being, like, eaten alive. Apparently jabbers really don't like being tested on, and they're sort of ripping people apart behind me.
No.
Ship is on collision course with Promethea. Impact approaching.
Can we save the planet at least?
I think you might want to talk to her, bud.
Estimated casualties from impact with Promethea, 5 million plus.
Cool! Could you make the ship not crash into Promethea? Could that be our next wish?
We do not grant wishes.
Okay, just asking.
Impact with one planet. Nothing compared to saving all galactic life.
Yeah.
What about all the people that are about to die? And the animals, and the stuff?
We will bring them back. Heal them. Life and death aren't decided by chance or the anger of the stupid and small.
Yeah?
Not anymore. Now, we decide.
No one single person decides who lives or dies. You know that.
True. We will remove their tools for death.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you doing?
And replace them with something more benign.
I see. So they're gonna try to change it up a little bit.
Tacos!
I see. So it's getting rid of all the... Wait, what? What was that cup for? Oh, goodbye.
My sweet deluxe Echo Decks!
You didn't need it, buddy.
I know I wished for more tacos, but never like this. Never like this!
You gotta stop being materialistic, buddy.
Your tools of violence are now non-violent tacos. Yield and submit to the rebalanced cosmic order.
You can turn everything on this ship into tacos.
Please do.
But you can't stop bad people from doing bad things. Greed, oppression, violence. They'll always find a place to slither out.
Seriously, if you don't correct the ship's pitch or jaw or whatever, with your science and engineering stuff, we're all dead.
As a mortal, your death is inevitable. The timing is frivolous.
Are we done with this talk and
Oh,
just
that's
actually save
it.
people?
I wasn't gonna do
tired.
this, but you left me with no choice. You need some sense slapped into you. Here comes my slapping hand. Slapping!
You are a lower life form.
Oof.
You punch, freeze, and murder. There's no place for you, or any of your kind,
Oof.
in the new universe. Goodbye.
You're telling me
Goodbye.
goodbye? Oh, you got some nerve, Missy. 'Cause I ain't going anywhere without you.
Whoa. Just like that? Is this the bad ending that I chose? It feels like it.
Fran?
Oh no, Octavio's
Fran
alone.
no longer exists. She is a murderer who is now paying our spiritual debt.
Damn.
She is banished, as are all those who have robbed the life of another being.
What? So basically they're gonna kill every single person on
This is
Promethea?
PNN.
That kill?
Hello. Welcome to Promethea News Now. The news now you need now. Right now. Developing news. Now. The few citizens of Promethea still alive with horrific, agonizing pain, who still haven't died yet, are now vanishing completely.
Oh, Paco? No, Paco! Not only
and it's
that...
not just here on the planet. Come on.
Oh, come on. Octavio's gonna die too because he did kill
Studio analysts
someone.
believe people susceptible to vanishing are those who have ever committed murder. Unfortunately, on Promethea, that would be literally everybody.
That's true. Even
Vanishing
Octavio.
attack, pfft, we at Atlas can easily defend to whatever vanishing thing.
He's
that-
gonna die too. Bye, Reese. Yeah, he did kill someone. Octavio's gonna die too, though.
Well, I guess it's game over for me.
Yeah, because he did kill someone.
Because I've totally murdered people. So many people. Stone cold murderer right here.
Yeah, sure. We did kill Bevan. Blevin, whatever that guy's name is.
That vanishing's gonna come any minute. I sabotaged Pierre Palatine's device,
Yeah?
which led to him being eaten by sharks.
Gathering knowledge. Indeed, you sabotaged Palatine's device, but it was his choice to present.
Okay.
Finnegan's choice to drop him in the tank, and the shark's choice to devour him.
So,
You are not what cosmic law would deem the proximate cause of Palatine's demise.
What?
Therein, not the murderer. You are, at worst, murder adjacent.
that's so unfair. She's just not justifying it.
The cosmos could convict you of manslaughter.
Thanks, but it's just not the same.
No, yeah, it wouldn't be the
Looks
same.
like it's just you and me, creepy celestial being inhabiting my sister. You feeling the tension? 'Cause I'm feeling the tension.
Feeling is a base, depraved human perception. We feel nothing.
Uh-huh.
Well, in these situations, I like to try Octavio's tried and true strategies for public speaking, job interviews, and being an overall suave dude.
I keep getting distracted by Anu's, like, rear end. The camera keeps showing it. I'm like, when they showed it at Fran, I'm just like, okay, I get it. It's like Fran is kind of feeling away. But then here, it's just like, oh god, can you stop showing it? I get it. I get she has a very cosmic looking character art model thingy. I I get it, but can we not keep showing it to me? I mean, it's as okay. I'm getting the pun in my head. I don't like this. It's as egregious as how Mass Effect does it, because Mass Effect has been known to show booty when they are talking just randomly. Like, that one makes no sense. This one makes sense because she's floaty and the camera's up there, maybe. But, you know, in Mass Effect, it's like it's rear end down looking up to the main character talking to so-and-so female character. It just... yeah, it's a little bit egregious, but... sure, I guess. I don't know.
Your existence hinges on answering us.
Really?
What is the behavior of a suave dude?
What?
Let's see. Well, the most important thing is to...
oh, not this again.
This must be how Anu feels all the time. I'm sweating in many places. Imagine your audience naked.
I see. So, just to confirm, to stay calm, you would visualize us naked.
That's right.
We who currently inhabit the body of your sister.
Yep.
So you're choosing to imagine your sister standing in front of you naked.
No!
All right, this is weird. Forget this strategy. I'm not the enemy here, Anu. We're on the same side. We've always been on the same side. I've never not rooted for you. Can't you see that? I believed in you enough to go into business with you. That's a big deal for me. What more proof do you need?
Proof that you cared about more than making it. Proof that you actually cared about the bigger picture. What did I name the device? Do you even remember?
Hippocratic.
I totally know this because you named it after all of us. Hip because, well, I'm super hip. Cratic for
she didn't name it after
in
us.
Your words, she's crazy and psychotic, and Matic for your science brain because it's automatic.
She didn't
Put
actually
it all
name
together,
it like that.
and what do you get? Hippocratic Matic.
You really were listening.
I mean, I remember. My brain
I
remembered it.
My sister put her life on the line to win us a business deal. I didn't take my eyes off that screen for a second.
Yeah, we went out to save her.
Remember when you fell into the tank? Friend and I rushed to save you.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do for one another. We pick each other up when we're down. You and me, sis. I'm always gonna have your back. Even when we disagree.
Words are easy, Octavio. Actions are harder.
True.
I don't just need you when my life is in danger. How many times have I completely panicked since the TDO invasion started?
You're right. I see your point. You've had more panic attacks than I could keep count of, but I should have. I should have counted. And been more supportive.
You really don't get it, do you? I needed you to be there for me, Octavio. No. All you care about is your precious social status.
Oof.
You never cared about us or what we were making. And you certainly didn't care about how much it means to me.
Oh, is she gonna try to kill him now?
Okay, you're right. You're right. I need to be better.
And when I wanted to get us away from all the horrors of this miserable excuse for a planet, where did I want to take us? Where did I think we'd be safe?
What?
Atlas.
Atlas, of course. You wanted to take me to Atlas.
Why do we need this?
I was listening, Anu. I just didn't... It wasn't right for me then.
Still won't be right for me now.
No. Perhaps it wasn't.
Look, I know why you wanted to take me off Promethea. I didn't refuse for no reason.
And you believe the reason to be?
You wanted to save me from getting stabbed to death in a back alley. And I get that. I do, but you can't protect everyone all the time. And I blamed you for always trying to protect me. But I shouldn't have.
Why? You have blamed me for much of your life. Why stop now?
Because you did it out of love.
No, I did not.
Really?
You did! I don't know if that chart in there knows that, but I know you do, Anu. Because I love you too. Anu.
Oh, Anu's wrestling for it.
Stop it.
Anu!
Get away!
I mean, he's not trying to be close to her.
I want you to really hear me. It's okay. We're okay.
What? What are you doing?
A hug! It's a hug! Just a hug. Even if it means goodbye. All he wants is just a hug.
Step back.
Oh. Oh, friend.
The hell?
Oh, everyone's back to life again, random. It's so funny that they just flip-flopped everybody to life again. Oh. Guessing that's Juniper. I thought Juniper died to the monster, not... Okay, I don't know. Oh, there's the lady killer again. Yeah, she's still alive. Did we convince her of letting... I think this is Anu's doing now. But Anu's gonna go away, I think. Oh, no, she's not. She's gonna pull the crystal out. Oh.
We are one. As are you. Thank you.
What? Just like that? Wait, the crystal just randomly was like, okay, why not?
Reduction insufficient. Collision course maintained.
At least Susan's dead.
I'm sorry.
I am too.
I'm not sorry for shit. Whatever that's worth.
Alright, I guess. Oh, what? Octavio and Anu friend wish they earned more skateboards. 1 year later. Wait, what? Why would they... Oh, so did we not get the perfect skateboard rating? Oh. Frick. Whatever. I'm not a fan of the skateboard rating, though. I really am not, but I'll talk more about it later.
Join me for tonight's episode of Octin Around,
in which I, your beloved host,
I'm gonna have to...
Promethean darling,
I have to be careful.
take
This
you
might be copyright
behind the
music.
counter of Meridian City's favorite mobile eatery and finally answer the question, what's the secret in the sauce?
Okay.
Trust me, folks, you
Paco.
won't want to miss this one.
Okay.
Looks like your brother's about to inspire a whole new generation of taco connoisseurs tonight.
Sure. Oh, she's holding a...
Let's just make sure he never reveals the secret of the dairy at Franz Frogut, huh?
Yeah.
Never. So, what brings you in, lady? I thought you'd be long gone by now.
Just headed to the station now, but
Oh.
thought I'd stop by for one last cup of water before I head out.
Water.
Anu,
She doesn't serve water.
are you gonna miss me?
It wasn't so long ago that I couldn't wait to get off this planet. But now it's really hard.
Ah, don't be silly. Living amidst the Jabpas on Eden 6, studying their intricate social structures. It's a chance of a lifetime.
Is that,
I've never heard of anything better suited to you my whole life.
But what if I don't like it?
I forgot his name.
What if my sessions are really boring and only want to talk about work? What if I run out of supplies and have to turn to cannibalism? Fran, what if I panic?
You won't. And if you do, you'll figure it out. You know why?
Why?
Because you're a good scientist.
Because you're good at what you do. You are an amazing scientist.
Be confident.
And if anybody says or makes you feel otherwise, oh, you send them my way. I'll give them one on the house.
Okay.
Thanks, Fran.
Yeah. Now, get out of here before you miss your train and I miss the next episode of Octin Around.
Oh, she's watching it actively, I guess. Last hug. I'm wondering if there's a different ending to this game. I am curious about that a little bit.
See you around the holidays?
Sure.
We'll be here.
It's gonna be lonely for Fran a little bit, I guess. So she's going off to Eden 6, I guess, to probably work for, I forgot the hunter's name. What was the guy's name again? It's been a while since I've seen the name. Sir Hammerlock, yes. I bet she's working under Sir Hammerlock this time. What now? That's breaking news.
PNN.
Okay.
Promethea, 1 year later. Today is a somber day for Meridian City as we reflect on the destruction done by the Tedior Corporation.
Oh, yeah, the ship landed there?
Susan Coldwell's death was confirmed. Details surrounding the crash landing of her ship remain a mystery. Famous entrepreneur turned conspiracy theorist Bivington Bradwick claims Promethea was saved by, get a load of this, a healing spirit.
Wait, he got revived?
He even claims the explosion shot remnants of the spirit into the sky, leaving a green cosmic trail.
Wait, what?
Healing spirit? Green cosmic trail?
Of course not.
Okay, Bivington. I think someone's done one too many hits from the Belcher.
Okay.
Most citizens, however, have opted to get on with the most important business there is.
Living.
The business of living.
Definitely.
That's all for tonight, Meridian City.
What?
Coming up next
Where
on
is she?
Prime Time, it's Octin Around.
Okay. That's the end of it, isn't it? The credits roll? I see a save point, or a save icon. It's now the... Timmy! Where'd you go? Okay, where is he going now? Oh, is the crystal getting him, I guess? Yeah, it looks like the crystal's following him, maybe? I might be wrong. I don't get it. What is this?
I can't control it.
Really, though?
Come on in. You have a happy home.
Oh, the green crystal. Yeah, it is.
Happy home. Joy, joy, joy.
Timmy. Oh no, that means Timmy has full control of teleportation and the crystals at the same time. That's insane.
Destroying a doomsday weapon, freeing a cosmic demigod, and toppling a major corporation? Not bad for 3 nobodies. And a robot. After that, Promethea returned to business as usual. Corporate squabbles, casual murders, holidays with the family.
Of course.
So, any idea where the shard is heading?
Fiona?
Not a clue. No one's made any sense of its trail.
Yeah.
It's funny. This Anu and Octavio, 2 siblings who hadn't spoken in years, but ultimately risked their lives for each other.
Who's Fiona again? I'm trying to remember.
That resonates with you?
Oh, yeah. That's the key to this whole thing, isn't it?
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm saying no one's looked at the bigger picture.
Yeah, what does it tell us?
It's headed into the Gladius Nebula. Great find, Fiona.
Time heals all wounds.
And she's gone.
Oh.
And she took my
Wait,
wallet?
that's so random.
Con artists.
That's so random, though. Why did Fiona just suddenly show up and then disappear and tell us something so random? That makes no sense at all with her inclusion there. That's a really cool graphic, though, to just show the whole journey of the whole game. Alrighty, I'm guessing this is the part where they're going to do the credit now, for reals. There we go. To Heroes, achievement unlocked. What a story, eh? We developed this game because we love stories and how they bring people together. Story shows us the humanity, our flaws, our triumphs, our strengths, our vulnerabilities. Tales of we made sure the new Tales of Borderlands is brimming with humanity and robots, and we love our robots too. Largely developed in quarantine. We're especially humbled to share this game with you at your box. I couldn't even read the rest almost. Sincerely, the team at New Tales from the Borderlands team. Yeah. Okay. Pause and read it, of course. Obviously, if you want to read that, I probably have to read that through my editing, anyways. There is a fast forward, but I'm not going to take the fast forward. I'm just wanting to use this time in the credits to finally get my thoughts out. It's going to be a 1 hour long video because there's going to be a lot of talking here. So I do apologize ahead of time for those who want to see what my thinking points are. But before we do, thank you guys for joining me on this little, well, I guess maybe little, I feel like it's little, but thank you for joining me on this adventure of New Tales from the Borderlands. If you want to check out this game for yourself, there's definitely more choices that I could have made, or there could have been different things I could have said, and you kind of feel like you wanted to do it yourself in a sense. I'll leave the link down below to all the versions of the games you can pick it up from, consoles to PC. I'm playing on a PC, so that's what I'm going through at least. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much my only thing I want to start off for anybody who doesn't want to hear what I have to say, or they already made up their decision on what they think about the game after watching me play it. But yeah, otherwise, I'm just going to go into my opinions and thoughts and stuff like that right now, with the audio turned off in my headphones so I can finally have a clear thought. I'm going to mute this whole credits because I don't want the music to get into copyright or anything, so yeah. Anyways, starting off with this game, how do I feel about this game? I don't think this game is that interesting, I guess. I think it's a very interesting risk of experimentation to try something with the engine that they were working with for Borderlands 3, and I guess it's for Borderlands 3, because I think this game came out around after Borderlands 3. So they kind of just try to do something different with the engine, I'm guessing, that they're working with for this game. Because it most likely seems like they're using the same engine to use it for the Borderlands series and then use it for this particular game. But it's also an interesting risk because they've never really done a Telltale style narrative game before. In-house specifically. This is an in-house game that they built on their own, without having to have some other company doing their supervision and stuff like that. And to me, or that's what I assume. And to me, I think this risk was probably not 100% worthwhile. I think it was nice that they tried to do something, but I think it failed a lot of times. I think a lot of the story felt disjointed at times. The story felt very thrown and shop around and then put together, and not really thinking clearly about what the direction is. I feel like the direction of this game just didn't really want to hit a spot or hit a point. I mean, the message at the end of this credit that said like, oh, it's about humanity and everything, I think it's a nice sentimental thing, but only because the last scene with Fran, or not with Fran, with Octavio and Anu, as Anu being whatever that thing is, being the cosmic lady thing. That one scene alone made sense thematically. Everything else made no sense whatsoever about that message. I don't want to say that the messaging kind of felt like it was falling on the wrong places of it, which it is, but I kind of don't think that's true, because it was a lot more focused on all these other silly things that just doesn't really make this game stand out the most for me personally. Truth be told, if you're asking like where my history of playing narrative games or adventure games are like, I play a lot of adventure games. I played a few narrative games, specifically Telltale games too. I played the first Tales from the Borderlands. I played the Walking Dead series from all of them, like the first season all the way to the final season, and even Michonne, which is the spin-off. I played the Batman Telltale games. And I've always had a criticism on each one, but they weren't as bad. They were really good story point telling. Like their storytelling is on point. Like they really did focus on this interactive game that feels kind of like blending well with a cinematic feel to a gamified feel. This game does not have that balance, unfortunately, and this was one of those big things I wanted to point out with this game, is that it's kind of like telling the Borderlands team to create an narrative adventure game with nobody who is experienced in the narrative adventure game side. And it feels kind of sad, because I don't want to say that they did a bad job or anything, because they didn't do a bad job. They did a good job at trying to make something work in what they did. But the problem is that it just didn't work out. The execution, the writing, the way that they're trying to mix the gameplay up with the narrative stuff, kind of felt like they were trying their damnedest to try to go more gameplay focused than narrative focused. Because ultimately, if you played the Borderlands series like I did, like they were very focused on gameplay. They're not very focused on narrative. The narrative is always like up and down, up and down, up and down. Like the narrative will sometimes be interesting, and then sometimes the narrative would be really just not hitting the marks. Like if you played Borderlands 2, you know, you got the best villain around, you got the best like sort of like scenarios, like the jokes land, even if some of them are a little bit out of dated. But like Borderlands 3 kind of failed at doing the storytelling bits and giving us a very convincing protagonist, and the stories and jokes were kind of half-ass almost, or like very low bar jokes. And this game really did hit those same points of what Borderlands 3 did, and that's the disappointing thing. I don't want to be disappointed, but it just like a lot of times you can probably see my reaction be like, ugh, or kind of thing, because there was a lot of those times where the jokes did sometimes get to me, but it's more like a pity laugh or a pity feeling of like, oh, that's funny, haha. But at times it just pissed me off more than anything internally, because I'm just like, I sometimes feel like the jokes were more overbearing than they were to be interesting. And it's very much the same comedy humor that they do with Borderlands series, you know, like they have all these silly, dumb, lowballing jokes that works well with Borderlands because it's just on the fly. You're just doing things and you're just listening to it. It doesn't really matter too much. But here you're forced to listen to it because you're sitting in a cutscene and you're forced to listen to it so you can make a choice, a dialogue choice to at least counter or accompany whatever that is. And it hurts to kind of try to deal with the jokes that aren't appealing or convincing me of what I want to say in remark to whatever they're saying. And it really hurts every time when I have to listen to those jokes while thinking, okay, what do I have to say to that? Like, it just really sucks. And I didn't like that. And I just wish they were way more focused on being a little bit more serious. Like, I compared this to at least the previous Tales from the Borderlands. That one was at least like 60%, 75% like serious about the storytelling. And then 25% are the jokes, the silliness, some of the characters like wackiness and stuff like that. Totally fair. Those made more sense, you know, like that they balanced it pretty well to the point where it made it a competent game. This one did not do that, and they went almost all in to the jokes, all in on the wackiness, instead of actually telling a competent story that convinced me that I would like to play as Fran or Octavio or Anu. Like, it didn't convince me that I wanted to play either three of them, and maybe that is the point. Maybe it is to make me dislike these characters, to play these unlikable characters, you know? But I don't know. I just feel like it just makes you kind of not want to play it after you finish the first episode. Like, it just really did feel like that. It just didn't work in a way that I personally feel is worth playing. But yeah, that's one of my biggest criticism is that Borderlands or Gearbox should have avoided doing this. Instead, they should have went with some other, you know, company who could pull it off more, or make it a more harder focus spin-off towards gameplay than focusing on narrative. I think kind of akin to, you know, like The Witcher having to spin off Gwent, you know, a card game that makes sense, but more focused on its gameplay value, or some other IP that focuses on a different thing, but it's more focused on a specific gameplay than it is about the story itself. Because I feel like sometimes stories work well if you do it with an accompaniment of a strong gameplay thing, and I feel like Borderlands can definitely do that if they just focus more on gameplay. As I suggested earlier, they could have focused on the whole Vaultlander fighting and kind of build off on that, you know? That would have been a great spin-off storytelling sequence of building a very side-oriented game where it's figurine fighting and it's very anime-esque, you know, like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon kind of thing. Like, you're just, like, fighting the thing. And, like, that would have been a great, fantastic idea. Focus on the gameplay, a very mini-game-focused game with a very small emphasis of story, or at least a minimum, a medium amount of stories talking about it. And I think that would have been a better focus than this, where it's all about the story and just the story, where the story isn't sticking or gluing to each other. So yeah, that was kind of like my biggest point of what I felt about this game. And I can see why people were giving it flack at the beginning, or when it was like coming out and stuff. I mean, it's still not really it's not really as rated highly as I think it is, or maybe it is. I don't know. I think it's mostly positive at this point on Steam. Some people are giving it like better reviews this time around, maybe, I guess. But for me, I just think that it really, like, early on when I saw it, it was like mostly negative or mixed from what I remember, and I don't know what the exact criticisms are, but I did remember how people said the story was just really not great. So I can see where it was headed from that aspect. But yeah, I think the story could have been better. Could have been improved. I think characters were not likable either. There were so many characters in this game. Guess what? A lot of them got tossed out. Like the sniper lady at the beginning, Paco, the bomber guy. See, I don't even remember their names anymore. Non-recurring characters, just side characters that you just see on the side for some reason or get tossed into it because they introduced them so heavily. Gone. Like they first episode gone. They're now just like a side character on the side in the background rather than anything. No voices either, almost. And then the commander of the Theodore crew, gone. Dead on the first episode. Never really mattered, but they gave him a face. Keeper lady barely showed up one episode for one chunk of that episode, and at the end with Anu, that's it. Done. Throwaway. Psychopath who got killed by Anu, random to have one for like one set of like this small scene for like less than a minute, and then he's back for some odd reason at the end. Reese, underutilized. Cool that they threw in a few of the familiar characters like Athena, which I'm glad that they actually show Athena because it showed me where she was, because I didn't know where she went in Borderlands 3. I was wondering what happened to her. So I'm glad that they actually showed that she's actually helming or is organizing a gunsmith company and stuff like that. Jacob's obviously returning for a little bit there, and Kuchika Chow, what was his name? Mr. Torque was great to feature. And then like there's a few other characters that just shows up and then disappears, and they just have no emphasis to actually having them. Even the lady who transitioned, the lady transitioned to the guy, I forgot what was his name. It was from the Borderlands 3 character. It's one of those ladies we worked for in that game, and then she transitioned to a guy, and we didn't even get to hear what happened or why the character transitioned to a different character. I didn't even know what the backstory was for that. Pedro, sure, dying in the thing, and then Sink or Swim, the host, was cool, but then you didn't get anything more than whatever he was doing. I just think there's so many characters just tossed into this game, and then they just disregarded using them. Like, you could save on money, just not creating more characters. You could just reuse some characters and stuff like that, some models, instead of just wasting so much time making more models after the thing. But it makes me think, will these characters be used for Borderlands 4? That was my biggest point of when I'm playing this, because I was thinking, okay, which character will survive to push for Borderlands 4? That is what I would want. Also, Blevin did die because I chose to kill him, but for some reason he's back to life, so that means Stapleface could be alive again still too. So that could be a possibility that we're seeing Stapleface in 4 as well, because it means that some people who did die will come back to life. I don't know about Louis. Louis is not human, so I don't think he would come back at all, because he's a robot, so it just doesn't make sense. Maybe Timmy might show up in Borderlands 4 and become a big bad baddie somewhere there. I mean, I kind of know the premise of Borderlands 4. It's all about parallel universe and stuff like that, so I think that's probably what that might get involved with, but we'll see how that goes when we get to Borderlands 4 in the far future, because there's an expansion that just came out recently, from what I've heard. Some DLC expansion stuff just recently got released, I think, as of this point of recording, so yeah, or announced. I don't know what the deal is yet, so all I know is that there's new stuff for Borderlands 4 recently, so that's all I heard. Yeah, overall, I just think that, like, this game just had so many story points that was just flawed. Even the jokes didn't land for me for a lot of it. Fran being, like, a sexually tensed woman kind of made me annoyed a little bit, because I was just like, or lady, maybe not lady, maybe Fran is kind of like they, them kind of thing, type of deal. Maybe. I don't have a clue. But to me, I just think that Fran was very much too written in a way that's, like, awkward, but not great, and I didn't like her character being the way she does. It's just, I didn't like the fact that they had to make her more sexually tense than anything. It just made no sense. Octavio being an idiot made sense, but at the same time, it was too overbearing. Like, it was too much. Like, he didn't make any character development for his character. Anu, I think, was the most character changed character. I think I like Anu the most, even though at first I was, like, kind of skeptical, and then I changed off saying, oh, I don't like this character as much, in, like, the middle point. But then at the end, I'm kind of seeing why I like her a little bit on that characteristic of written, like what they wrote for the character. And I do like the fact of how they ended up choosing to give her that kind of characters at the end of it. So, yeah, I think that her character at the end was very much well written to kind of evolve and then become something else. And I'm glad that she's gotten a lot better. I do suspect that Anu should come back for another game. I think she should be definitely one character I want to see again in Borderlands 4. Octavio and Fran, not so much. Louis, I don't know. Stableface, definitely would like to see her show up again randomly. Yeah, just like to see what these characters will become in the next games if they ever show up again. If they do choose to reuse them. Maybe seeing Anu pair up with Tannis would be a cool thing, honestly. I think that's something I really want to see happen. Because Tannis and Anu would be such an interesting, like, back and forth with each other, in my opinion. And maybe even Sir Hammerlock. It sounds like she went to Eden 6 at the end, so Sir Hammerlock would be such an interesting ploy for Anu a little bit. Because she does like the creatures in a sense. So it makes sense that Anu would probably be in that circle somehow. I think that's mostly it for the story and the characters I want to talk about. Gameplay, I think, is just obviously a Telltale style gameplay. I think that one of the gameplay things I think this game did risk doing was 3 characters. We've never had 3 characters in any Telltale games before. I don't think I remember seeing that. But this is the first time I've seen 3 character controlled by me as a player. I think it's the riskiest, but it's the one that fails the most, primarily because I said this before, the UI sucks. The UI could have been better. Color the UI to the character associated to the UI would help me read into it a bit better, because at times I see the icon in the center. I don't think about the color as much anymore because I forget who that color is. I do forget, like, oh, this is Fran talking. Oh, this is Octavio talking. Oh, this is Anu talking. We don't know when they switch it up. They just throw it at our face, expect us to know what's going on. And honestly, most characters or most players will most likely forget who they're playing as or who's what color. It's gonna happen. I guarantee you. By the 3rd episode, you'll realize, wait, who's this color again? Okay, I got it. This color, okay. But at the same time, I think that that's also could have been more emphasized with the coloring scheme of, like, purple, blue, and yellow or something like that, right? So, like, could have emphasized the buttons, like, oh, purple means Anu, blue means Fran, yellow is Octavio, and all the UI would be yellow because Octavio's speaking. Like, color code the damn thing, you know? That would have helped a lot of people to figure out the thing. I mean, it's also accessibility wise, I think that would have also might be a little bit tricky because you need to deal with color blindness kind of thing, but useful nonetheless, I guess. You know, to color code that to help people realize who they're talking as. And then a lot of QuickTime events. There's too many QuickTime events. I don't know what the point of the QuickTime events are. I feel like there was too many and there was too much of an excuse to make that be a thing. That's why I was saying earlier about this game being, like, more gameplay focused. They really want to do more gameplay focused stuff, but their only excuse to doing that, QuickTime events. And that's the problem. I don't think they needed to do that. They could have went for more, you know, action focused something. They're an action game studio. They're a studio that works on a lot of action, adventure, shooter type games. Why don't you focus on that? You can definitely focus on that and do a fantastic job. I guarantee you that could have helped tremendously if they broke away from the narrative adventure and, you know, be like, like Plague Tale's Innocence and Requiem, you know, like just a third person action kind of game, or because they did have the third person controller already made in the game, so might as well focus on that and then have, like, the bits and pieces to select whatever, or something like that. Like, there's very few times we were able to walk around as third person characters, and I felt like that was a miss. Like, that felt like there was not enough of that a little bit to explore a little bit more of the space. I mean, you know, Telltale games always had more but reasonable amounts of explorable space with third person camera characters and stuff like that. But in the sense of this game, it felt like it lacked that a little bit for no reason at all, and I just felt like they were just missing that opportunity for that reason, to make the gameplay more gameplay focused a little bit. Vaultlander finding was interesting. I think it could have been more complex, but I guess that's besides the point, because they needed to make something like time, like something that would make the time go by a little bit for some players who want to just do the side collecting stuff like me. So I can see why they would do that. And I think I enjoy that point a little bit more because there's actually something going on, like an action thing going on, rather than the QTE thing. But there is, still QTE stuff on it, but it's expected in a sense, versus a story part where it's unexpected sometimes, half the times. What else is there? I think gameplay, that's mostly it for gameplay, I think. And the whole remembering thing kind of fell a little bit off. Like, it didn't feel like there was going to be branching stories. After a couple of episodes in, it felt like I was not going to see anything matter anyways. Everything just seems to be the same thing. We only did the recall at the end, where Anu and Octavio was talking, but then nothing else kind of seemed to matter as much. Like, no choices of my previous past changed anybody's behavior or anything, so the illusion was really just a full illusion of choices matter in this game, and that's how I felt for this game, so I am kind of sad, very sad to not see anything impactful towards that sort of thing. I want to see who's the actors here. But I want to see who's voicing Reese, because Reese did not sound like Troy at all. Let's see. Will they say Reese here? I'm trying to figure it out. Theodore Grunt, Octavio, Diego Estrella, Atlas Run here, Palantine, Foopy. Okay, I guess. Brock, Fiona, Fong. Oh, Laura Bailey's Fiona. Oh, so she just came by just to do one little line and then done. Oh, that's sad. Laura Bailey just got that one. Did I miss Reese? I guess I did miss Reese, but I didn't see Troy Baker's name. Like, his name is at the bottom if he was T, Troy. Yeah, I didn't see Reese. What the heck? I might probably have to rewind it when I watch it. I don't think it was Reese's voice for. I think this is a different person who spoke as Reese in this one, so it sounded a little different for me personally for Reese in this game. So I'm kind of sad that Troy didn't come back for that character. But definitely Laura. I think Laura was the original voice actor for Fiona, so I think coming back for her was a little bit of a Easter egg kind of thing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Art, obviously, typical Borderlands fashion. Nothing new, nothing different, I would say. Music, I picked up very little. I think it was interesting to have them do like a montage with music on them. With the the naming of the music song that is being featured. I think it's cool to get people on those tracks to like know what these songs are. I think it's a nice, cool thing to the musicians who are, or the artists that are featured in here. But I think that at the same time, it feels like it's scary due to the copyright stuff that might come up with it. So I kind of don't want to see that sometimes, because I'm afraid that people who do Let's Plays like these will probably be like, nope, gotta silence it. You can probably see the name, but you'll have to listen to yourself, or play the game on your own to kind of hear what that music is, which makes sense. I think that's mostly it. I think that's all I could say. I think I've already said all I have to say about this game. I think that's a good chunk of what I have to say. I think we're almost an hour in. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's any more to say. I think I've already said all I have to say. It was a big, long talk about it, so I think it's enough to kind of get across what I wanted to say. Is there any more that I have in my head that I might have missed? Yeah, no, I just think that, like, most of the scenes are just kind of whatever, I think, at this point now. But at the same time, I do wonder how much will be bleeding into Borderlands 4 for this, because I really do feel like it would be interesting to see what Borderlands 4 will utilize here in this case with the story, because it's definitely characters worth developed already, so might as well just use some of them to advance some of the story stuff. And I mean, they did that for Reese at the very least, because he was kind of, in a sense, important to some degree. And then of course they had what was Reese's sidekick name? Vaughn, I think. Yeah, Vaughn was also a big character in Borderlands 3 in a sense. Or not big, but like kind of reasonable amount for him. Yeah, so I think that it is nice to see some characters return and do their thing and stuff like that. But I wish that they, like, if they ever choose to do another Tales from the Borderlands, I do suspect that they should try to do the thing I was going to say, be more gameplay focused and then less narrative a little bit. But then again, it would probably hurt people's feeling about, like, how it's not the same Tales from the Borderlands thing. Maybe a new title to it, like Tiny Tina's Wonderland, would be a different thing, title-wise. So it could be like... I don't know, like Adventures of Borderlands. I'd be ridiculous, but anyways, Adventures from the Borderlands, Adventures of the Borderlands, from the Borderlands Adventures. Maybe that might be better sounding. Borderlands Adventures, name of whoever or name of the journey that you're going through. I guess I don't know. It could be anything, but I do think this game could spawn up better spin-offs and interesting spin-offs. If they were willing to take risks. But obviously, in AAA games, we don't see people often try to take risk in doing something different. But it would be a challenge, I think, overall, because you have to pitch it to say, is it a good hook or not, gameplay wise. Anyways, that's it for this New Tales from the Borderlands. I'm gonna wait till this thing goes over. I really want to finish this up, so we can go to the extras and figure out if we need to, because I'm gonna get to see if the last 5 Faultlander fights are in there to pick up the last 5 Faultlander figurines. I really want to know what the last 5 are. If you want to just look it up, I guess maybe you can look it up while I'm doing my video here, I guess. But I really want to look up to see what the last 5 characters are, because I'm so curious if it's like Zero, which would be great, Lilith would be great, but I don't know what the other 3 would be. It might be the characters that I missed off on for the Borderlands 1 and 2 characters. Yeah, it could be. And it could be Tiny Tina could be involved. I don't know. I mean, they already had Claptrap and Handsome Jack, so... Or maybe Tannis. Yeah, Tannis could be one, too. Alright, let me see if I can speed this up. Sorry, credits. I'm just speeding it up now a little bit, because I think we already saw a lot of these. There's a lot of people who worked on this game. That much is crazy, though. I'd say that it's kind of cool that there's a lot of people working on this, but it's such a small game. It's not like more than a 20-hour game, I think. It's more like a 15-ish hours game, which is on par with a lot of the Telltale games, I'd say. It's very, very on par. But I don't think we went 20 episodes. 20 episodes plus is usually what Telltale's time of making these games are. Maybe I extended it because I had to end the episodes at like a specific point rather than just giving it a full whatever. I chose not to do it this time around. I chose not to do the episode ending points as the ending of the episode because I felt like the game was already all out together. So I didn't want to focus it on the episodes anymore because I think it didn't matter as much. But if I went back to playing a Telltale game, which I really wanted to go and do Wolf Among Us, which is something I already remember. I feel like I remember too much of the game still, but I'll have to figure that out. I know there's a remaster coming out. But Wolf Among Us would be something where I'll split the episodes like I'd usually do with the Walking Dead or the Telltale games of the Batman series or the Tales from Borderlands. I would split it up more deliberately at that point. But point is, this game didn't feel like it was really gonna matter if the game was, split into pieces or not. So, yeah. Anyways, that will be it for me in this episode. So we'll try to get to the end here as quickly as we can. But again, for those who want to get this game for themselves, I'll leave the link down below for all this, the description box down below. All the links to where you can get the game and try it out for yourself, I guess, if you want to see how that goes. It goes for cheap, I would say, if you buy all the Borderlands games package deal. That's how I got this game, obviously. And I own like pretty much everything from Borderlands 1, 2, 3, and the prequel, and then this was the only one that I didn't pick up. The Handsome Jack collection, I think, was not it, but it was like the other collection, I think, the Borderlands collection. I don't know what the packaging looks like now. It might include Borderlands 4, which kind of sucks if it does, because it would increase the price because you would have to get Borderlands 4 and this, and that would be a little bit difficult to manage, I think. Special thanks. Okay, we're almost there. This is the last hurrah, I guess, and then it would be like the tools or the engines that you used, I guess. Oh, man, this is okay. Music is still There's still more. There's music now. Alright. Yeah, we're already approaching an hour. Yep, there it is. Unreal, yeah. Okay. Wise, yep. Fidelity, AMD, Brunner House, yep. Speed Tree, yep. Okay, everything. It's funny because I know those tools, so it's just kind of like, okay. On par for what I'm seeing. Gearbox software. And scene. Credits over. Alrighty. Oh. Hey, thanks. Achievement unlocked. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing it's like... Wait, did I miss a Voltlander? Where? How? How did I miss a Voltlander thing in there? I literally... Okay, fine. Whatever. I guess I missed one in there somewhere. Extras. Voltlander collection. Okay.
Handsome Jack.
Oh, there's Lilith. Oh, so they just awarded it if you finish it, I guess. Dodges are easier. Okay, so I'm just missing 4. One of those missing ones is apparently in the chapter. I didn't realize there was a missing chapter thing. I'm very surprised that's a thing. My choices. Oh, right. I need to see this part. I forgot. Yeah, for those who are curious about my choices in this game, I didn't really feel like it mattered that much. You survived. You survived. So that means anybody could die in this last part? And then 70%, obviously. I didn't know you can die in this. I'm so surprised. Also, can we go to the other choices? The old choices? Yes, we can. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't really miss anything Voltlander-wise in the other past parts, except for this last one. I don't know how the heck I missed that last one. I'll have to probably do that myself. Customization. Is there any new things to buy? Yes, there is an Echo Dex. Oh, the super duper one. I want to keep this one, buddy. Game. Friend, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing skin-wise. So that's... I'll probably just do that on my own to... I'll do that on my own to just battle.
Select your Voltlander.
Okay, so that's whatever that is. Then how do you get the last 3, I wonder? I'll have to look that up too myself, I guess. Alright, cool. That's it for this series. As I said, I already said all my things I had to say. I don't really think there's anything much I really care about to do here besides just collectible stuff, collecting things. Yeah, you can sort of enter into a certain point, so that's what I want to show you guys there, so you guys can go and visit back easily. It's at least it's a competent chapter jump, at least, but who knows. Other than that, story completed on the bottom right side of the screen, I guess it says. Other than that, that's it for this episode. Sorry, I'm just tired because I've been sitting here for a full hour not getting up yet. I already said all I said. If you guys haven't checked out on my channel all the other games that I've played, please do. If you wonder what the suggestion is for anything Borderlands related, I can either... I'll probably most likely put in Borderlands 3, but I want to do Tales from the Borderlands for series recommendation for the end of this particular series, so that you guys can see what I went through for that one. A better game, better story going on there, but here I think that you'll probably see like night and day kind of feeling thing, I bet. Other than that, yeah, I've also played other Borderlands game on the channel, so check those out as well. I have Borderlands 1, 2, 3, and the pre-sequel all finished out, all the DLCs done. I didn't really finish the biggest bosses on some of them because those require multiple people to play with you instead of just one single player, which I played them all in single player, so if you want to see that, that's out there on the channel. All completed now at this point. Borderlands 4 and Tiny Tina is the next games that I have to still get to, but I won't be sure when I'll get to them. Those will be held off until I find the right timing for them, or if I feel like it. Borderlands 4 definitely won't be started at all, because I have to wait till all the expansion DLCs are out. That's how I usually start the Borderlands entry points. Tiny Tina's completely done, so I can probably jump into that at some point, but I just don't have the feeling for it just yet. I need a reasonable break from Borderlands before I start going into a new Borderlands game usually, because they're pretty long games, honestly. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for joining me on this series. And I hope to see you guys in another series or another video of mine on the channel. I hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone for watching this. If you're wondering what is the next game that will replace this game, my hint is it's going to be a long game. Because, yeah, I was thinking about this game for a while now. When I wanted to start that series, unfortunately, the company chose to drop a random-ass remaster thing, and I was just like, what the hell are you doing, company? And that company ended up later on revealing that it's like a DLC thing that ended up remastering the game, and that ended up being something I wanted to play. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that DLC in the summer sale, the Steam summer sale that is going on now at this recording, but was going on as of the upload at this point. So I will be picking up that DLC to complete it and then start it finally after this game was over. But it'll be a very long journey with that one. That one's gonna probably take a while to finish and complete. But yeah, I look forward to that. I'm not probably gonna change the way I play it, I guess, in terms of the timing of length of time of the footage. I usually do with the series from this particular company. I usually play long hours for it, but I want to change that back to whatever I do usually here. So we'll see. Otherwise, that's all the hint I can give. It's probably a big hint that's easy to kind of grasp. But we'll see. We'll see if you can guess it right when the game gets up in 3 days from now. Otherwise, that's it for this episode. That's it for the series. That's it for this particular video. I will thank you guys again for joining me. And yeah, look forward to the next thing. And I will look forward to wherever these characters will land. And yeah, and I hope the criticism wasn't too harsh, or my thoughts or opinions are too harsh. I don't mean to be rude or anything. It's just how I feel about the game, and I really do care how this game goes, but you can't change anything. It's already out since 2020 or something like that, so it's quarantine, you know. They say quarantine, they released it. So they did try their damnedest to make it at least competent, but, you know, people will have their takes and thinks about that. And that's how it goes. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Roz, out.